belong to refugees or foreigners. It's for South Africans. We don't want to be killed because of being in South Africa. We are asking to leave South Africa so that they can enjoy their country. Because when their government fails to deliver the services to them, they always lie that we are the one that's stopping them to deliver. So instead of being killed like chickens, we are saying enough is what? Enough. Let us leave South Africa in peace so that they can enjoy their life. They can rent their business. They can have their job. They can have their toilets. They can marry their wives. They can have their children. But not to be accused of something that we are not doing. And being killed and burnt alive. That's why we are asking, let us go out of South Africa. It is a mark for the UNHCR to protect us. It's not a privilege. You understand? It is within their mandate to protect the refugees and foreigners. You understand? It's not that you are coming to beg them. You are coming to beg them that we are afraid of our life. Protect us because our life is in danger. Thank you so much. Stay here until they will surrender. The government now is under pressure from the international community. So they will have to commit us and go.
Yes. Yes.
Rouge ezali international. Baoya libanda bauta libanda kuna bao subabiso. ACR ezali international. Baoya libanda kuna bauta kuna bao subabiso. Me baoya kati awa to Boyi. Mokili eyeba situation na biso. Biso to kopesa liste na bango bauta libanda bapesa biso solution. Yala ya moto Boyi liste wana. Donc tozala kobunda mpona bino. Kopesa biso confiance na mosala tosala. Soki tomoni ezali eloko oyo ezali mpona betere na bino te tokondima yango kopesa liste te yo kati kopesi liste ya bien mais liste wana zoke suka na bino yakaka mutu oyo azoboma yo na kati ya mboka oyo. Tolobi Croix Rouge ezali international.
Okay? So if anyone promises you that if you be here, you will be resettled, this is not the case. We want to make this very clear. No planes are coming. There is no large-scale evacuation happening. If somebody promises you this, they are lying. No large-scale evacuation is happening. No planes are coming. Okay. So as I said yesterday, UNHCR will continue to work with our government partners, our social partners, our legal partners, civil society, and the South African host communities to make sure that refugees and asylum seekers are protected inside South Africa. We do want to work with you. We want to hear your concerns and we want to speak to you in an effective way, okay? In a respectful manner, we want to speak to each other. But it's very important for you to understand that we will be working with the community, with your community, all the other communities, the South African host community, government departments, and partners. Okay, if there are people here who are in need of immediate assistance concerning accommodation or social assistance, please come forward. Let us know, because we will work with our partners to make sure that people get assistance. Okay? When it comes to resettlement, once again, I want to make it very clear. Resettlement will not be considered as an option for the whole community in South Africa because we don't have those kind of numbers. Resettlement is only for a small portion of the population according to very strict criteria set out by the countries who accept resettlement. Okay? This is not us. We are not the government. We work with governments who have resettlement programs. These programs are for limited numbers according to very strict criteria. Okay?
Can I ask a question?
1 second, please. Let me finish and then. Okay. So I will just repeat one more time. No planes are coming. If people tell you that they are lying. Okay? Nobody who's sitting here will be resettled because you're sitting here. Resettlement goes in accordance with strict criteria set out by the countries who receive refugees. Okay? We will continue to work as UNHCR with all of you to listen to your concerns and also to work with the government departments to see what we can do to improve the situation. And we will provide immediate assistance when it comes to accommodation and shelter and social assistance for those who need it, together with our partners. Okay, so those people will have to come forward so we can organize that kind of assistance. No assistance will be given at this point to this group when it comes to resettlement. Okay, I hope I made myself very clear. And we do want to wish to continue working with you in a...
Monique, thank you for your time. I mean, I see they're standing with a group of people. I do assume that it's some of the foreign nationals that have been very adamant that they will, of course, sleep just outside of the UN Refugee Agency to seek some help.
And many of them have been sleeping here since Tuesday evening. And it's as you said, they are seeking help from the UN Refugee Agency. I tried to get inside the office. I tried asking security to call someone from the agency to maybe come out just to chat to us, just to find out from them if there is the possibility of the UN Refugee Agency offering the different foreign nationals who are gathered here some sort of assistance, some sort of help. I heard in President Cyril Ramaphosa's clip him saying that the attacks that we saw in Johannesburg was acts of criminality and it wasn't necessarily xenophobic attacks. But I'm sure that the foreign nationals gathered around me, many people from different countries like Burundi, DRC, Bangladesh, Somali, they will disagree with this because of their own experiences of what they say have been xenophobic attacks. And I'm speaking now to Sylvia. Sylvia Nahimana is from Burundi. She's been living in South Africa for the last 21 years. Sylvia, tell me, what have your experiences been here in South Africa? Do you feel safe?
I'm not safe at all. We've been living in this country for 21 years, like you said. The first big attack was in 2008. I was here. The second one I was here. The third one I was here. Even the fourth one I'm here. So we are not safe at all at any time. At the moment, what is happening, like what happened to last month, and you see, it was from Johannesburg, Durban to Cape Town. And nothing has been resolved until now. The xenophobic attack is continuing until this point. Our husband cannot go to work. Our daughters, our children cannot go to school because of the fear that is happening. 2 children have been killed in Woodstock, stabbed because of the xenophobic attack. Our men have been killed because of xenophobic attack. We can no longer wear our attires. The fear that if you wear the attire, they will recognize you as a Burundian or as a Congolese or Bangladesh or Somalian. If you are in the train, you cannot even speak when the phone is ringing because they will know this person is a foreigner. Even if they will talk to you in Xhosa, when you are responding to them in English, they will recognize you as a foreigner, and that's how the attack is going to start.
Just quickly, Sylvia, what is it that you would like from the UN Refugee Agency?
Like we said again, and we're going to repeat this again, we are not safe and we don't want to stay in this country. What we want the UNHCR to do for all the foreigners in this country is to be out of this country. They must take us where we are safe. Because it's not the first time that South Africans have been shouting, crying, and telling us that they don't like us, they don't want us. They've been telling us that foreigners must go. So this time we want to make it easy for them. We are asking ourselves to be taken out of this country, to be in a safe place.
Thank you so much. There you have it from a foreign national from Burundi. She's been living here for over 2 decades, but yet she still doesn't feel safe in Cape Town. And the foreigners are saying, we don't care where we go as long as it's not South Africa, because they don't feel safe and they are seeking the help from the UN Refugee Agency because they feel they haven't been getting that help from government.
And just, Monique, before I let you go, have you heard anything from the UN Refugee Agency? Are they going to be helping foreign nationals who want to volunteer to leave South Africa?
Like I said, we arrived here just after 4. We've been speaking to the foreign nationals. I did try to get the security to call up to the office to get someone to come and speak to us, but apparently the office had already closed by 3 o'clock. What the nationals here have been telling me is that someone did come to speak to them on Tuesday saying, we've heard your plight, we will discuss it, but the people here aren't happy with what they heard from the agency because it was nothing concrete. It wasn't anything to say, we will help you, this is the way forward. So we will continue trying to get answers from the UN Refugee Agency.
Reporter Monique Modlock, thank you for your time.